My knees are in so much pain, bro. Like, max on both of them, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Legacy never dies, yeah?
There is no ounce of my body that's gonna quit. Banana, yeah?
That's it, bro. You got this.
One more.
Come on! Come on!
Let's just lock in now, man.
Really struggling now.
Bro. That's how we start.
Imagine being here when the whole thing was happening and watching it. Bro, that what happened.
Why 80 miles? Like, why 80? The number 80?
Nana was 80 years old when she passed away. So, to honour her life, I don't know, bro. Maybe it's just
Do you think her number age felt like...
it just felt like the perfect way to honour someone's life, their legacy of 80 years of love. She was the kindest soul for 80 years of life. So it felt like 80 miles was right.
What were your first few miles like? Like, what did anything surprise you? I can think of a couple. I mean, like, first few miles from wearing the dog suit at the start to quickly going into the night because it was only, sunset was the first lap.
The first few miles is crazy to unpack. First and foremost, when I came down from upstairs and
House
people
was
were
full.
showing, I had no idea, bro, that many people would. And
Got the clips of B-roll hopefully playing right now. Why do we go quiet when we say that?
that's the whole point of B-rolls.
I'll do a bit of Coco.
That was weird.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, continue.
But no, seriously, man, when I came down for the first time and there was people I didn't even know, people's mums, it was like, wow, this has become something. The adrenaline kicked in, man, and I honestly went into a different, like, I felt from that moment, I went into a zone and I didn't come out of it until like midday, the day after
Yeah,
I
you
finished.
said this at that point.
So that first few miles was adrenaline, but solely just, everything felt right, bro. The people that had come, the dog suit, to have Nana's face there, to have people showing up, to have the dog suit, and Riley showing up just in the last minute in his car coming from Birmingham, and people just arriving in the Mission Planet t-shirt. Granddad was there. He was there to witness all those people take the time to come out and honour his wife's legacy.
It felt like such a culmination of a moment that we didn't even know it was going to be.
100%. And then to run straight off the bat and have people beeping their horns, and I've got my mom with me, I've got my brother with me, I've got the car full of people cheering me on, music playing, I've got people I hadn't seen for so long, and we're just running through Stratford on a Saturday night, on the day that would have been Nan and Grandad's 60th wedding anniversary, the first one since she passed away.
That is nice.
And we're stood there outside of the house where we lost her with Grandad, and I got him to turn around and see the support. And then to have a blister within doing a first lap was crazy.
Yeah, straight away.
Crazy.
This is amazing. By the way, ain't gonna be easy though.
Brother.
Straight away.
And everybody, like Nathan, you just shouted him out. We're doing the Apex Challenge with him, 2 weeks before.
Blisters are killers.
He said, take care of the feet or it's over. And I'm in my head now, I've got blisters, early doors, long day.
Yeah.
But shout out Asics, because your shoes are the best.
True. How did thinking about your Nana, thinking about your why for doing this, help you during those tough moments?
Shall I be honest?
Yeah.
I couldn't rely on that source of motivation until late on, and I didn't know
Saving
it,
it.
but it was the double marathon, bro. Because before that, it was strict hustle, lock in. You know you can do this. Get yourself to 40, and that's when you need some energetic guidance from an angel. And
Just
best believe
checkpoints.
she gave it to me, bro. Because as soon as I had the sweet potato and the watermelon and my belly was all right, man, from 20 miles up to like 40, it was amazing.
Yeah, true.
My knees started to go, but the energy, we're listening to music, it was night ops, I had the boys, the rain, Marcus showed up with the speaker playing music.
True.
Bro, it switched. And you know when it happened, how did Nana carry me through? 52 miles, when I realised I'd hit a double marathon. You can see these videos. The start of that lap, I said, I'm really struggling now, and my knees were finished. By the way we came round just before the house, when I had the 52 miles on my Garmin, and I realised you've ran double marathon, I felt the presence of Rufus, the presence of Nana. I was charging my feet, sliding along the floor, my knees are in, but we're going. Ashton, God bless him, what an amazing human to help run with me, couldn't keep up. And I was at 52 miles, going for it, and I felt the presence of her. And that was when I knew, now you are really here with the energy of those with you and those above you. Because that, after that point, was not me. I had no idea. Uncharted territory to the max.
Yeah, 100%.
So that's how it carried me forward.
I love that, man. So, you lost Nana to Alzheimer's, yet you're running in support of dogs in India. Why is that?
Nana was the most animal but dog loving human I've ever met in my life. And she was the most humble, working class, young girl and woman from Stourbridge with Grandad, worked all her life. And all she wanted was to love her family and her dogs. They used to train German Shepherds. They loved them. That was their pride and joy. German Shepherds, grew up with them. And Nana, having so little, has always supported animal welfare and animal rescue. She is the person that sat on the sofa drinking a cup of tea, watching the TV, when the advert about the donkeys or the animals or the orangutans breaks her heart, man. She's the one, and she gave to all of them even though she had nothing. And I grew up with that. And you know who I am. This mission was built off my love, our love, but my soul connection to animals because of her. So because that's what she lived for, I didn't want to run for what took her away from us. I wanted to run for the cause that she lived for her 80 years. It's 80 years of love, is what I said. And that's what she gave to this planet. Nana used to tell me stories in her garden in Stourbridge where they had a tortoise and she put a little ribbon around it and it would live in the garden for years. All her dogs growing up, when even the tortoise going into the air raid shelter in the garden, back then she loved them to her soul. So my honour as a grandson was to carry that legacy forward. And I support Alzheimer's research every month, but this run, this carrying of her legacy was for what she lived for, not for what took her away from her.
So why India specifically, and what will the money go to, and how is it going to help?
Yeah, amazing, bro. And this is such a powerful thing, and I'm glad that we're now having this conversation
After
upon
raising it,
reflection.
yeah.
Exactly, because now I know from speaking to the founders of the wonderful dog sanctuaries in India that at least in Dharamshala, the money that we're sending, £6,500, is going to fund the sterilisation and vaccination of 200 street dogs in India. And the rest, the other 6,500, is going to Mini Vasudevan at the Humane Animal Sanctuary Society. And she has built a world's best-in-class animal hospital free of charge for street animals. I don't know where Minnie is going to place that money, but we'll be in there in March with her, documenting everything, and you'll get to see it. So why India? You were with me on the day that Nana passed away, and we knew we had to leave for India within a week.
Yeah.
And to see that pain in her eyes in the few days before we lost her, because we knew it was coming, that's why you were here with me. And to then go to India and see the pain in those dogs' eyes, I knew. And I didn't even know it was going to be 80 miles then, but I knew this is how I carry her legacy forward. So, here we are, bro. Ready to go back to India with £11,000 in honour of a simple working class girl from Stourbridge who lived her life loving animals, loving her family, and we've got people, a community of people being the change in their own lives, running at 5:30 on a Monday morning, connecting, networking, sharing ideas, talking to each other because of her. Oh my God. Can you imagine? Wow, man. Wow.
That leads you perfectly on to saying, what do you think your Nana would say about you running 80 miles for dogs?
I said this to so many people. I wish she wouldn't understand. She wouldn't believe it.
Be funny though.
Could not comprehend. Bro, you know what we should do for the documentary? Please ask Mum that exact question, because no one knows my nana better than my mum does. That was her. How my mum is how my mum is to me, bro. That's her diamond. So she'll answer that question. But for now, the fact that Nana used to sit on her phone and work out a way of calling the charity she'd see on a TV advert to donate £1 or £2 a month, to tell her that we've raised £11,000 to tangibly, hands-on rescue street animals, dogs in India, brother, how would she even be able to comprehend that? She wouldn't. That's why it's so beautiful. And the fact that I have Grandad still here to witness it happen, to know her legacy will live on forever. Forever. Unbelievable.
She knows, bro.
She knows, bro.
She
I know
knows.
she does. So does Rufus, my boy.
After actually finishing the run and finally being done, how did you feel?
To know that we entered the park that I walk Coco in every morning, and to see my watch 79.99, and I've got 6 of the boys still with me. They said to me, because I had to walk that last, bro, honestly my knees were finished, and somehow it changed. I burst out into hysterics because I couldn't believe that. As soon as I entered that park, I walked Coco there every morning. I knew I was home, and you were here with Mum, with Rahul. I knew this. I could not believe it. And we just started to run. And Marcus said, I've got one more song left, battery worth, on the speaker. What is it? I said, my mum's song.
I heard it coming in the distance, bro. Oh, it was mad, bro.
Sky Full of Stars. And we're running, and I'm seeing her there. I honestly don't know. Something took over my body. And at that moment, I will remember for the rest of my life. To have that moment, and she's saying to me, you did it. You did it. And I said to her, even when we all sat down in the house, and it was quiet, and everyone was there and just couldn't believe it. She's in the kitchen. I said, hey, Mum, I told you I'd do it. Oh, that moment.
Oh,
and then when you say it's all said and done, and bless every kind soul that was there to be with us when we finished, one by one, they all had to go home. It was a Sunday at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
They got work on Monday.
Yeah, Marcus had work at 9 a.m.
And who does it end up with? Me, you, and Mumsy.
What will you remember about this run 10 years down the line?
Everything. Why we did it, how we did it, and what it's created. Because we'll have the documentary to watch forever. The impact that it's going to have going forward, not only for the dogs in India, but for the community that it's built. Brother, without that run, we would not now have the Mission Planet community that we do.
I was gonna say it's looking back, we'll reflect on that as like now we look back at the start. What was the start of Mission Planet? We'll think, what was the start of the Mission Planet community?
The movement.
The movement. We
This
said
is
it before, but like sometimes it didn't feel like it landed the same. Now it does.
Now it's a movement, bro. We have people from all walks of life coming together on a Monday morning, and this is just the start.
I wish you could.
flip
Yeah,
the
I wish
camera
it just takes too long to set up.
Mumsy and Coco going for her third walk of the day. She's 14 in nearly 2 weeks' time. My hero.
Given everything we've spoken about during this whole conversation, if you could now go and speak to Nana directly, what would you say?
A lot of people don't know this, but losing Nana was a process we knew was coming, and especially in her final days, each moment we had with her was either my mom or me sat there holding her hand next to her. And for some reason, on that day I put my head against her forehead and said, thank you, you've done it. We're okay, all of us, because of you. You gave your life to this family, and we're all here. Mum, Rahul, Grandad, Coco, me, we're all here, and we're okay because of you. So thank you, you've done it. And I don't know what faith I truly believe in, because I've been surrounded by so much, but I know it's something, and I spoke the Lord's Prayer to her because that's what she grew up saying. And bro, as I'm speaking it to her, her heart stopped beating in my hand. And Rufus did a very similar thing when I lost him. So if I could talk to her now, I'd say the same thing. I told you, Nana. I told you we'd do it because of you. And she'd just look at me just in awe, because it's never about running 80 miles. She'd think I'm a lunatic. She never would have want me to do that because it's not safe. But to say to her, look at what you've done. That's it. You know what she'd probably say? That's amazing, Ro. Let's have a cup of tea and watch James Bond. That's it. Simple. And know that we are living proof that what she stood for her life will live on forever. So I don't know the words I could use because I could only say that if I was there with her. But I'd just say thank you. You did it. This is because of you.
Maybe you'd say, do you want a cup of tea?
Wow. That would be it, bro. That would be it. Matter of fact, Grandad probably wants a cup of tea right now.